Okay. What a week. Being back on YouTube has definitely added a new stress in my life. I am so bad at using the software, filming. I just got this new vlogging camera and I have no clue what I'm doing. So you were gonna see a meal prep video today, but because I just went through all the footage and realized that all of it is blurry, some of it is missing, I clearly need a little more practice, so I had to trash that video, and I'm going to have to redo that video for you in the future. So today I'm gonna do another highly requested video from my followers over on TikTok. It is really hard to get a lot of information in a video over there because the videos are so short. So I'm gonna go through and show you guys how to use the Macros First app. If you are using a different app, that is totally fine, but there are so many people who have had to leave MyFitnessPal because of the new restrictions on the basic free plan, and they're switching over to different apps. Some of those people want to switch to Macros First, but don't know how to use it, or there's people who are new to an app and don't really know how to track the food. So I thought I would go through and show you guys how I track a typical day, how I prioritize protein in my meals so that I hit my protein goal. I do get a lot of questions about protein and how I hit my goal. If you are new here, my name's Leah. I live with my husband and our 6 dogs in an RV. And at the beginning of this year, I started a health journey and I have lost 131 pounds. My husband has lost 92 pounds. We both have continued to eat the foods that we love, just staying in a calorie deficit. So if you're wondering what we do, that is literally it. We eat less than we burn. We are just limiting how much we eat. And by tracking our food in an app, or tracking our total calories in a day, that really helps us stay consistent and on track. Now, since I've started strength training 6 weeks ago, I have been tracking in an app, and it has really helped me not only to hit my goals, but also it's allowed me to eat a little bit more and not feel bad about it because I'm exerting so much energy through strength training, and it's made me feel so much better eating as much as I do. I will tell you, like in the beginning, it's a little bit of extra time in a day that it takes to log all this stuff, but when you eat kind of similar things, it just becomes part of your day. Those of you who are wanting to learn how to use the Macros First app, I'm going to show you. I like the app because it's a very simple layout. It's very easy to learn. So let's get into that now. So this is an actual day of eating that I have had before. So I wrote it all down. For breakfast, I did a protein coffee, a breakfast sandwich, and then for lunch, we ate out at Chipotle, which the reason I kind of did this day is to show you if you do eat out, what your options are with inputting it into the tracker. Then a snack, I did a parfait and then a couple string cheeses. And then for dinner, we did a homemade pizza. And then for dessert, we had a yasso bar. So I'm gonna be using this as reference to input. I have all my weights here of an actual meal. So we are moving over to my phone here. This is my front page. And it's right here up front. I'm gonna hit the Macros First app, and then this is going to pop up. This is today's date. I haven't put anything in for today, so this is what a typical empty screen would look like. I'm not gonna go through on how to sign up for it. It's very simple. You just download the app and then go through the steps on how to sign up. It's gonna ask you about your dieting experience, your goals, things like that, and then it's going to set up macros based on that. If you wanna change that, you can go down here into the bottom right corner to your profile and then hit My Goals, and you can go in and change what you want. So if I wanted to go in here and change that I want more calories in a day, you would just hit onto that and you can go in and you can change it. I'm not going to do that, but that is a way to do it. So let's get right into how we would enter in breakfast. So I'm gonna show you both ways to type in your ingredients and scan in your ingredients. You can do either. Everything I'm about to put in, I've put into this app before, so you may see it pop up through typing no matter what, but I am gonna show you how you can scan it as well. Also, with all these ingredients, because I have put them in before, none are going to scan and say that they're not in the app. So I'm going to kind of explain to you guys how something like that might work. So as you're logging, all you have to do is hit the add button into breakfast. Now I'm gonna type things in here to start. So I would just go to the search bar. If you want to scan in, there's a little barcode right up here in the corner that you can hit as well. It'll bring up the scanner. You can scan the barcode and most things are in there. Just keep in mind, if you are scanning or typing it in, you wanna double check that the macros are right on it, because sometimes people will put things in really fast and they won't pay attention and it'll actually put the incorrect macros in. So you want to make sure you're getting the accurate macros. All right, so once you hit that search bar, I'm going to type in Nespresso because I am having a Nespresso capsule, just one capsule. They're not anything, 1 calorie you can see here. But I put it in there just because. After you hit that, make sure everything is good. Then you're gonna hit the upper right-hand corner and then that's going to put it into your breakfast. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in my shake. And I actually have one right here that I am going to scan in and show you. Find the barcode and then you're gonna go back into your app here and we're gonna go up to that plus button right next to breakfast one more time. And then in this, instead of typing it in this time, we're gonna hit the barcode. And that barcode, then we're gonna turn our shake. It's gonna scan it and it's gonna pop up. Now, if it doesn't recognize whatever you scan, it will ask you to show the nutrition facts on the back and it'll scan it for you. You'll move it around and it'll scan all the things so you don't have to input everything, but you do wanna double check just in case. So if I'm having the full shake, it's already put in there. I wanna go down here and I wanna make sure that those macros that are put in there, 30 grams of protein, 3 carbs, 3 fat, and 160 calories are all what are already put in here. So again, 160 calories, should be 3 carbs, 30 grams of protein, and 3 fat. So it's got them all in there. You wanna make sure those are good. And now every time you go and add this in, you won't have that problem. You won't wonder if it's right. After we've double checked those, we're gonna hit that check button. And now it's got my coffee and my protein shake in there. And then the last thing I have for breakfast here is my breakfast sandwich. So I'm gonna go hit that plus button again for my breakfast. And then I'm going to type in egg whites. You will also see that they have recent here. So things that you have recently put in, it will recognize. So that might be a quick ad for you if you are eating similar things from day to day, just a FYI. So up top, I'm gonna put in egg whites. Do you spell it right? Oh my gosh, spell it wrong again. Okay, right here, liquid egg whites by All Whites. And then I'm gonna go up here, I'm gonna make sure we're on grams. Okay, it's already on grams, but if you need to change it, you tap on grams and then you can change it. We're gonna keep it on grams and then we're gonna change the serving to 92. 92 grams, done. Make sure that that is what it's supposed to be, which it is. And then you're gonna hit that check button. All right, and then we've got our egg whites in there. Now let's add our English muffin. Again, typing in English muffin. And it's going to recognize the English muffin because it's the one from Costco, the Milton's Baking Company. That's the one we usually always have. So once you put it in there. Now keep in mind, it's gonna say 1 muffin is 57 grams. I weighed the muffin out, it was 68 grams. So I'm gonna have to go in and change that. So I'm gonna have to switch that over to grams and then go up and change our amount of grams. So we're gonna put in 68, hit done. And it's gonna change that because a regular serving size would have been 130 calories, but because the English muffin actually weighed more, it actually upped the calories there. And then you're just gonna go up to that upper right-hand corner, hit that check again, and then we've got that in. We're gonna hit the plus one more time, and we've got Velveeta cheese. It's right there on the top. We eat it a lot. This already has 2 slices put in, so I'm actually gonna change that to 1 slice. Now, these are all very, very similar in size, and I have weighed them out. So I'm gonna put in 1, it's 35 calories, 3 grams of protein, and then we're gonna just hit that check up top. And then our last but not least, we're gonna hit that plus one more time, and we're gonna do Canadian bacon. Now, again, we eat the same stuff. So this is the Canadian bacon we have. It's 3 slices at 17 grams. I did weigh it out. They were exactly 17 grams each. So that's gonna be 60 calories, 10 grams of protein, double checking that, and then hitting that button up top. And I've got breakfast all the way done. We do add hot sauce, but it's 0 calories, so we never really put in the hot sauce into the app. And right there, you can also look at the top for breakfast. You've got 58 grams of protein, 461 calories, 39 carbs, and 7 fat. So if you guys want to pre-track everything, you can put everything in the app the morning of and kind of have your day ready to go. I think that's a great way to do it. I don't always have time to do that, to be completely transparent. Most of the time I fill it in as my meals go along. But it can be very helpful to pre-track to hit your protein. So if you struggle with that, it might be beneficial to say, okay, I'm gonna start building out my protein, because those numbers and those calculations will help you to build your meal. Like I said, if it's helpful to you, that may be an option. Okay, so I got so many questions on how to track macros when you are going out to eat. I used Chipotle today as an example. So I thought I'd show you how you can go on their site and use their nutrition calculator to figure out how to build your own meal. Just remember, when you go out to eat, you don't know exactly how much they're putting in. It's all an estimate, so just do the best you can. On my computer, I'm gonna go up to the address column and I'm gonna type in Chipotle. On the main screen here, you're gonna go across the top and scroll all the way over where you see nutrition up here. Hit nutrition, and then it's gonna take you to this page. This is super cool because not only can you order from their site, but you can go on and just see how much calories, protein, fat, carbs are in each item that you choose. So I'm gonna build my normal meal here for you to see, and then we will put it in the app. So I'm gonna do burrito bowl. My first thing I select out of the protein and veggie column would be the chicken, and then I do a normal serving. You can also double your serving. Then I'll scroll down to rice, and I select white rice. I prefer white over brown. You can also do no rice if you don't want rice. The carbs are a little higher in the white rice, and there's a little more fat in the brown rice. It's kind of negligible, and they are the same calories. So whatever your preference is, I do a light serving, just saves a little on calories, and I'm still getting that rice texture. I scroll down and then I hit pinto. I do a normal serving of that. And then I add the fresh salsa. I do the green salsa, which I do on the side usually, but sometimes I add it in. Again, both normal sizes on those. I skip sour cream, and then I do the fajita veggies, normal amount of those. I do a serving of romaine lettuce, skipping the cheese, mainly because I wanted this queso. I do a normal serving of that, but if I do queso, I don't do cheese or sour cream or guacamole. Those are a little higher. They can make your bowl really high in calorie if you do multiple of them. So I pick and choose. And then that is it. So if I scroll back up to the top, I've got 600 calories, 20 grams of fat, 48 grams of protein, and 59 grams of carbs. So that is my normal bowl. When they serve this up, it may not be super exact. So I try to be on the lower end that way. If they do, more queso or whatever's higher in calories, if they do more of that, then I don't want to be too worried about it. I feel like 600 calories for a giant burrito bowl is really good. Oftentimes I don't even eat the entire bowl, but sometimes I do, and that is what the macros would be on it. So now let's go over to the macro app and we will add it in. Another reason I like to go with Chipotle or Chick-fil-A are because they're most likely already put in here, and so it saves you a little bit of time if someone input them right. So we're gonna scroll down to lunch here. We're gonna hit that plus button. We're gonna type in Chipotle chicken, and you will see it right there. One serving is 180 calories. Match it to the computer, and it does. I've already double checked all of these just to save a little bit of time. So I'm gonna tap that, and we're gonna take that serving, go all the way up and hit that check mark, okay? And then it's gonna put it in there. Do the same thing for each item. The only thing that's gonna be a little weird with this is the rice, because I did a light serving. So when I go to add in Chipotle white rice, it's gonna pop up here. And if you remember on the screen, it was a light serving was 105 calories, and you're gonna see here, this one is at 151 calories. So the way I'm gonna change that is I'm gonna kind of play around here, and I'm gonna go to grams. Let's just say we've got 80 grams. Let's see where that's at. So that puts us at 148 calories. So I'm gonna go up and just lower that a little bit, and we're gonna go 70. And it's at 130. So we can go a little bit lower. I'm gonna drop it down to 50, see where we're at with 50 grams. So we need to go up a little bit, 55. That's right at 102. We want to be at 105, so let's try 56. Oops. 104. So we'll take that right there and we will hit the check mark. I hope that makes sense. Also, you can check the other macros on it. 2 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and 20 grams of carbs. That is also what the app said. So just double check those when you're first putting it in so that you know they're accurate. We're gonna go back in and we're gonna select the rest of the stuff so you don't have to listen to me talk. All right, so there we go. We've got them all put in. Now, I want to point something out because it says on here that we have 50 grams of protein. It's giving us an extra 2 grams. It's supposed to be at 48 grams. Technically, the fat is supposed to be at 20 grams, so these are a little bit off. This queso is giving us an extra gram of protein, and the salsa is giving us an extra gram of protein. Now, unless you want to go in and change it, it is not able to be changed. Because if you lower the serving size, it could lower that, but it'll also lower the calories. And I'd rather have the calories on point, just knowing that those 2 grams of protein that I have in there, I'm not going to get. So if I'm over 2 grams of protein, I'll know I didn't really get that 2 grams of protein. I hope that makes sense. If I'm able to change it as I'm inputting, I definitely will. But if it's something that's already put in and it's like a restaurant thing, I usually don't mess with it. So that is it for lunch. We are going to move on to dinner. Going back to my meal plan here, I've got dinner being a pizza. All right, we're gonna move down to dinner, hit that plus button. Same sort of thing, if you wanna scan it, you can. All these things are already in, so I'm gonna just type in rotisserie chicken. It's already right in there from Costco, that's a really common one. It's already got 80 grams because that's the last input I put in. And I'm gonna hit that check bar. Same thing with the next item, hit the plus, go up to the bar, type in Alfredo sauce. Again, the Alfredo sauce I use is already in here. It's the one from Costco. I got that on there. The last input was 31 grams, and that's what I'm putting in. If you need to change it, you just go into servings, hit it, and then change it. I'm not changing it. Go down, go to fully cooked bacon, Kirkland signature right there. 2 slices already put in, but I'm gonna actually change it because it was 19 grams. So I'm gonna change it to grams, hit the number, type in 19, and then you can see it's a little more. So 18 grams is a serving size, and it weighed 19 grams. So I'm gonna put that in there. Plus, next thing is the fat-free cheddar cheese. This is the one from Walmart, so it's already in there. 56 grams is a normal amount I usually put on. It's 2 servings, 45 calories per serving. Hit that up there. And then the last thing was the lavash bread. So just start to type it in. Joseph's lavash bread right there at the top. I weigh it out. It was 65 grams. This, again, is the last thing I put in, so it's already programmed in there. If for some reason it was 70 grams, you would go up there and you would change it to 70. Oops, not decimal 70, just 70. And then you'd hit it. But because it's not 70 grams, I'm gonna change it back to 65. If I get it to this page and I already have it in there, I can actually edit it right here by tapping it and changing it back. So I can go like that and then hit done. Then it's got it all fixed for me. So if you look up at the top for dinner, I've got 55 grams of protein, 489 calories. The carbs and fats fall where they may. I don't really care where they fall as long as I'm under my calories. Also, if you look at the very top, it says how much is remaining. So I've got 16 grams of protein left, 29 carbs, 24 fat, and then 400 calories total. So at the very bottom, I usually put my snack and dessert in the snack section down here. We had an Oikos 000 yogurt on the screen here, so I'm gonna type that in. I eat those a lot. So Oikos, I love the strawberry ones too, but this was a vanilla one. 100 calories, make sure it's got, these are single serve containers, so they're already pre-packaged, which makes it really easy. Hit the X or the check button, and then we're gonna add our blueberries. This is a fresh produce item. A lot of people wonder how to do these. If you just type in blueberries, it's gonna have a pre-programmed option for blueberries in there. If you have a specific type and you wanna type that in, you can. If you are just eating fresh blueberries, you can just go with the blueberries option. And I always double check these by looking them up online, but I've been doing this for so long, obviously I don't have to double check that anymore. So for my grams, I did 150 grams with my yogurt, and that was 86 calories. You just want to double check that and then hit the check button. And then last thing was my string cheese. These string cheese you can scan in, but I'm gonna type them in because they are already in there. Light string cheese right here, it's number 2. Hit that, and I'm gonna have 2 of those. And that's 100 calories and 12 grams of protein. By the way, you guys, super good high protein snack, really low in calories. If you want something quick, you just need a couple grams of protein, or you're just a little bit hungry, these are great. They're really, really filling too. And then you hit the check button, go back. We are over on our protein by 12. We're over on our carbs by 4. We have 19 remaining on our fat, and we still have 150 calories left on our calorie counter. So the only thing I have left is my dessert, and this is going to be a Yasso bar. I just type in Yasso and find the flavor. Mint chocolate chips, the one I had. These are 65 grams for 1 bar. I recommend weighing them because they do come in different sizes, and sometimes they're like 70 grams, and you want to make sure. Mine was 65 grams exactly, so I stick with that. But if you want to change that, again, just go here, change it to grams, and then when you weight it out, whatever it is, if it's 70 grams, you type in 70, and it'd be 108, not 100. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna go back to the bar size because that's what it was. And then I hit check. Those Yasso bars also have 5 grams of protein, which is super amazing. And it's 7,000 calories because I typed in the wrong thing. So I gotta go back in there and switch it to 1 bar. There we go. Go back. Now that looks better. Okay, 5 grams of protein and 100 calories. If I scroll up to the top, I still have 15 calories remaining. And my most important thing is I want to be under my calories, and I want to try to hit my protein. I happen to have a lot of protein this day. This was over 17 grams. Works out fine for me. I'm under on my fats almost every single day and over on my carbs almost every single day, so I don't really care where those lie. And that is how I track a whole day of eating. I like Macros First for the fact that they lay everything out like this. You can see the colors. It tells you per meal what your stuff is. It just makes it really easy and legible. The app itself is very simple. It doesn't have a lot going on. Look, you guys, in the very beginning, when you're weighing your food and you're tracking your calories, it seems like a lot. The point of tracking your calories and weighing your food is so that you start recognizing how you're eating, recognizing what you're eating and how much you're eating. And it's a very helpful tool along with keeping yourself in a calorie deficit. It's a really helpful tool to help you learn about your body, learn about how much your body needs. I now get sick if I overeat, and that never used to happen before. Like my entire adulthood, I have never really gotten sick from overeating. I just grew. I just acclimated. And now that I'm going backwards and I'm eating less, I get sick when I overeat, and it's just such an awful feeling. So part of learning how much food you can eat and how much food you should eat is a really helpful tool moving forward, making this as sustainable as possible. So I hope you will give it a try. If you did find this helpful, and you do forgive me for not giving you a meal prep video today, which I am so sorry for. So sorry. I couldn't believe how bad the footage was. But you guys, I promise this is a better video. Please hit the like, hit the share, hit the follow. Go over to my TikTok, follow me over there, and follow me on my Instagram as well. I will leave all my stuff in the description box. Please, as always, let me know what you guys want to see. Whatever through my journey has been helpful for me that can also help you, that's what I want to deliver. If you have any questions, please leave those in the comments below as well. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah.